Hello, my name is Kelly. I have Classical Homocystinuria and I was diagnosed at age 5. In the musical Les Mis, there's a song called Empty Chairs at Empty Tables. The opening lines state, "There's a grief that can't be spoken. There's a pain that goes on. Empty chairs at empty tables." When I was diagnosed in the 90s, I was one of 2 individuals caught late in the state of Michigan. There were no metabolic clinics, no social media groups or videos we could use to understand the complicated diet or make taking the medication tolerable. There were, however, teams of doctors and dietitians doing their best to navigate the issues with us and our caregivers. I remember the medical formula I took from age 6 to 17 when pre-made medical formula in pouches became available. That was 2007, give or take a year. I vividly remember the smell of vomit, the taste and texture of the gritty, grainy, thick, pasty medical formula. I remember my mother trying to cover the taste by mixing it with salsa or chocolate, which resulted in me vomiting it back up. I remember running and hiding to avoid taking it daily. I remember the frustration of not understanding why all the foods I loved were now off limits. My parents remember me pushing food around my plate because I hated the medical food that was safe because it was difficult to cook and tasted like paper mache. I remember teachers becoming an integral part of me gaining weight by bribing me with lunches out and Polly Pocket toys. I remember eating out and understanding that most of the fast food and restaurant menus were being off limits because it was too high in protein, which meant it wasn't safe to eat. I remember when I was 16 years old, a statistic from the 1980s stating that undiagnosed patients will die before reaching 30. So for 14 years, I woke up every day wondering if I'd make it to tomorrow. This created a toxic relationship with food, my homocysteine levels, my mental health, my weight, my perception of myself in general, etc. I was born in 1989. And since newborn screening in Michigan didn't screen for HCU until 2004, this unknowingly led me to eating foods that were poisonous to me for the first 9 years of my diagnosis, which led to a change in my brain chemistry, drastic changes in vision, teeth not coming in correctly, weight issues, memory issues, learning disabilities, circulation issues, mental health issues, and loose ligaments in my back, which cause intense pain. I often think about who I would have been, how differently my life would be had I been caught at birth and understood the diet from day one instead of struggling for decades. I wonder what complications and the severity would be in comparison. I wonder if I would be able to work or drive. I wonder if I would have been able to graduate college. I wonder if I would be able to safely have children without a major medical concern of clotting. I wonder what hospitalizations wouldn't have occurred because things hadn't reached near fatal endpoints. I wonder if my homocysteine levels would have been consistently lower instead of higher despite best efforts. I wonder, would I have enough energy to be more physically active? I wonder. The mental health stuff gets pushed aside because we are living our lives in a long-term heightened state of survival mode. It has taken me years of hard work and therapy to even begin to understand what's happened to me as a person and how it's impacted my mental health. Currently, I am diagnosed with anxiety, depression, OCD, and CPTSD from enduring everything I've had to. I don't have a dream treatment. I gave up on wishing for stuff like that, like a once-a-day pill, when I was 7 years old. My inner child would probably still say, I want a pill I can take once or twice a day and that's it. Liquids are often too acidic and give me heartburn, have crystals that get stuck in my throat, or just plain taste awful. As future treatments are being researched, I would like to see more testing sites throughout the country. Clinical trials are too far away and I am on a fixed income. There is a misconception that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. As someone who's had to be strong just to survive, I strongly disagree with that statement. What doesn't kill you does not make you stronger. It gives you trauma. After a lifetime of trauma, I am tired of being strong.